The new Chelsea striker, have we really been waiting for him? Guardiola admits his mistake with Husinov. The new Tottenham coach, Santa, excludes Neymar from the Al Hilal squad. But what's behind this decision? Why are such big players now choosing clubs from Saudi Arabia? All this and much more in today's episode. Don't forget to like, hit the bell icon, and subscribe. Done? Then let's get started. Tottenham suffered a 1-2 defeat to Leicester and dropped to 15th in the table, losing to Manchester United. Should he continue working here? Many will say no. When you're the coach of an important football club, you can feel vulnerable and isolated, but I don't feel that way. The players are giving their best, I focus on that, and I support my footballers, said Postecoglou to Sky Sports. Spurs have now lost 6 of their last 7 matches, and rumors about his dismissal are in the air. In the press, headlines suggest he's about to leave the club, and Tottenham is already looking for alternatives. Several names have been mentioned, including Edin Terzic and Gareth Southgate, who are currently out of work. Some even say Tottenham could bring Mauricio Pochettino back, but personally, we find it hard to believe. Pochettino is now preparing the US for the World Cup, so this Argentine could be suitable for Spurs. But it's scary to imagine what will happen to this team if the results continue to be so negative. To put it in perspective, Leicester had an incredibly bad streak, with many losses, but even such a team managed to defeat Postecoglou and his Tottenham. By the way, we really like the idea of Terzic. A good coach, suitable for the team, of course, under normal circumstances, not in the current ones. However, one would have to be desperate to take the club in such a difficult situation at this stage of the season. In any case, talking about European competitions no longer makes sense. Now Tottenham has to worry about not getting relegated to the Championship. So, why not hire a coach now, test the waters, and make a full transfer campaign for the next season? Why not? By the way, who do you think would be a good coach for Tottenham? Share your thoughts? We'd love to discuss them in the comments of this video. Roma has announced the renewal of Paulo Dybala's contract. We are very happy because he is the technical leader and an important figure for the club and our fans, said Roma's sporting director. The contract with Dybala has been extended until 2026, and his personal terms have not been revealed. However, Fabrizio Romano reports that the player can be acquired for €12 million, a figure stipulated in his new contract. For context, Transfermarkt currently values him at €8 million. Recurrent injuries are starting to affect his career, which is also reflected in his market value. And while it can't be said that his career is a failure, it's true that he didn't reach the potential many expected. Dybala was once compared to Messi, which might have affected his performance with the Argentine national team. Then things didn't go as well at Juventus, and now he's continuing his career at Roma, where his market value barely reaches €8 million. To put it in perspective, in 2018, before the arrival of the oil-rich owners, his transfer value reached €110 million. Today, in the current transfer market, 100 million can get you anyone, and such acquisitions are happening more frequently. We wish Paulo good luck, and let's move on to the next news. Another player who hasn't reached his full potential is Neymar, who is returning to Brazil. This information has been confirmed by Fabrizio Romano. Both parties have reached an agreement about his return, and according to Romano, only some bureaucratic details remain to be settled. Therefore, it wouldn't be surprising if, while you're watching this video, Santos has already announced the renewal of the contract with the Brazilian. Some media outlets claim Neymar initially tried to find a new club in one of the big leagues. His agent offered him to several teams, but none showed interest. Of course, Neymar is not willing to play for a mid-tier club. He wants Champions League teams with good financial conditions. But in these clubs, as they say, there are no fools. His return to Santos isn't simply a whim, but a necessary measure. Of course, this is only a supposition, but it's highly likely this is the case. Neymar is returning to where his career began to close certain chapters of his life and career. It's not ruled out that new challenges await him in the future, but for now, this is his decision, and he's probably found what he was looking for. Napoli is urgently searching for a replacement for Khvicha Kvaratskhelia. and the club has shared its thoughts. Who could be the alternative to the player who went to PSG? Arna and Adami are among the players Napoli is interested in, but they are not the only options the club is considering. Napoli's representatives have stated that they are evaluating several possibilities but have no intention of overpaying for players who don't meet their internal criteria. The club's sporting director said, "We've closed the transfer of Kvicha, which was necessary and satisfied the player. We will stick to our criteria regarding the transfer fee and salary." Finding a replacement for Kvaratskhelia is a difficult task, but not impossible. Napoli is a team with a good selection of players, which is reflected in their current position in the Serie A table. The team needs reinforcements, especially due to the competition for the title. Napoli without Kvicha can still fight for the championship, but reinforcing and securing their positions is always a good idea. Overall, the club continues to search for the necessary improvements and prepares for the summer transfer market. Manchester United coach Ruben Amorim said that in 2 months at the club, he has aged 10 years. "Now I'm not 40, I'm 50, jokes Amorim, adding that it's a great honor to work at Manchester United. After their recent victory over Fulham, the Red Devils managed to recover 3 points, but in general, the performance wasn't so brilliant. However, as they say, winners are not judged, and the coach himself didn't hesitate to criticize his players. I'd rather put the goalkeeper coach before a player who doesn't give their best," Ruben said, adding that such moments will be taken into account. The situation with Marcus Rashford, who could leave the club, is already being commented on in the press. It's said that the forward could go to Barcelona, and rumors are circulating about a possible transfer to a Saudi Arabian club, offering him $35 million per year. However, this information has not been confirmed, and the player himself doesn't seem willing to accept such offers. In any case, the conversation about Rashford's future at Manchester United might soon become a reality. Pep Guardiola admitted his mistake with Husinov, saying it was a wrong decision to have him play in the first match against Chelsea. He needed time to adapt, not to play right away in the Premier League against Chelsea, said Guardiola. The integration of a newcomer into the team must be gradual, not as it happened with Husinov. Guardiola pointed out that it was a mistake and that he won't make the same one in the future if a similar situation arises. Meanwhile, Chelsea is still working on transfers and preparing moves for the winter market. Several players who could join the team are mentioned, although insiders say it will likely be loans rather than permanent signings. The interest in attackers like Victor Osimhen remains high. The club is clearly not satisfied with their current attack and is doing everything possible to reinforce it. Chelsea will finally solve the problem with the striker, but will everything go according to plan? For now, the club is still looking for options, and the management continues to evaluate. Despite the uncertainty in the transfer market, Chelsea will probably have to wait until the summer to make more significant signings. What do you think about these events? Leave your comments, like, and subscribe to the channel to not miss the latest updates from the football universe. See you next time.